I forget what's on there. I'm not trying to get it. Whatever. I'll start this. En mi cama.
Toda la noche voy a aprovecharte como es. Si tienes que irte, yo sé que vas a volver. Y llama si tú quieres ver. Tú sabes que llegaré y luego te llevaré de nuevo aquí pa' mi cama. Vente mamita pa' que se encienda la llama. Si estás solita, quédate hasta la mañana. Tú sabes que tú eres mi shorty. Me encanta tu piquete body. Sabes que a mí ese booty. Tírame un call que yo le llevo.
En mi cama, tú eres aquí, cerca de mí. En mi cama, besos a tu cuerpo, everywhere, baby. Holding me tight, look into my eyes, baby.
Toda la noche voy a aprovecharte como es. Si tienes que irte, yo sé que vas a volver. Y llama si tú quieres ver. Tú sabes que llegaré y luego te llevaré de nuevo aquí pa' mi cama. Vente mamita pa' que se encienda la llama. Si estás solita, quédate hasta la mañana. Tú sabes que tú eres mi shorty. Me encanta tu piquete body. Sabes que a mí ese booty. Tírame un call que yo le llevo.
Let's stay all night en mi cama. Hace amor esta noche en mi cama. Your love is a high, got me on cloud nine.
Y llama si tú quieres ver. Tú sabes que llegaré y luego te llevaré de nuevo aquí pa' mi cama. Vente mamita pa' que se encienda la llama. Si estás solita, quédate hasta la mañana.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Hope you guys can hear me. I hope so. All right. I'm here, guys. I'm just trying to how to kill a quick time to see my face. Yeah, it's been a while I did this show, so forgive me, guys. Usually you see my face talking to you guys here live on the Healing Your Soul show with your host Vero G. Give me a minute, cause I'm really am frustrated right now with this whole situation, and yeah. But we got a lot to talk about. We got a great guest today, guys. Today, she's an amazing author. She'll be here in a little bit. She goes by the name of Luz Maria Mack. Forgive me, and she will be on the show with us, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I hope you can see my face. Please tell me you can see my face. No, you cannot. All right. I'm still adjusting to this. It's been a while, so forgive me. But she's children's author. I'm excited for her to be on here. We're gonna talk about a lot of great things. Books that she's done and all that sorts and due time. So I forgive me, guys. I do prep this in advance. But yeah, today is just weird because this usually never happens. Yeah, this is like the most weirdest shit I've experienced in my life right now. I might have to get my tech guy in a minute. But if anything, guys, if you guys can hear me, go in the chat room, which room is available now, and just let me know if you guys can at least hear me. If anything, just like I said again, this is it's been a while done this show. Actually, a couple of weeks since I've been running around, take care of some matters in my own hands, and all that said and done. Like I said, we got a lot of announcements I'm going to talk about in a minute. If we don't have some time, even before then, we'll talk about it after our interview with the guests. Like I said again, forgive me. It's just sometimes these things here are a little wacky with the virtual world, as they call it. Give me 1 second, people. I'll be right back. Hold on. Something's not right. Which one? All right, people. Like I said again, sorry for the interesting difficulties that are happening right now as we speak. Yeah, this is very weird. I usually never have this issue at all. So let me see if I can fix this. Can you guys even hear me? Okay, I'm here. Okay, make sure I'm good. Uh, what is going on here? It's like always something. I tell you, the devil's a liar. The devil is a liar. Amen to that. Hold on, people. I'm gonna be on this show. Don't worry. God works mysterious ways. Ah, but humbug. Okay, I'm gonna have to get my tech guy. Give me a minute, guys. Hold on, because this is like the most weirdest shit I have to deal with sometimes, and I'm trying to figure my shit out right now. Yeah, this is weird. All right, give me a minute, people. Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right, people. I'm so sorry. Like I said, it's been a man uses for a while on this show. Let me get my virtual background real quickly while we continue on the show for you guys. Hope you guys can see that. Yes, that's my new background, my logo there. You guys can see. All right, guys. Yes, we're officially back on the show. Welcome to the Real G Spot. Scratch that. Healing Your Soul Sunday show. I usually play the theme song. I'm gonna get back to doing that next Sunday. It's been a while since I've been doing the show. Forgive me those of that sort. Hey, what's up, Gemini Stacks? He says I can hear you. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate your feedback. So with that in mind, before we have our lovely guest on the show, due to technical things happen sometimes, you got to do what you got to do, right? Yeah, don't mind the crazy background here. So I'll put this mic because you guys can still see me, right? Okay, good. All right, so again, guys, we have a great guest for you guys today. She's a children's author. She goes by Liz Mack, Maria Mack, forgive me, and she'll be on here. We'll talk about amazing books, all that said and done, and all that sort. So I'm going to move this mic here while we get right into the announcements on here. So, with that in mind, again, you guys can share it, tell a friend of the show. With that in mind, I also want to dedicate this show to my son. I won't get too emotional about it because I don't want to talk much about it. But I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart who took the time to have me and my son in prayers. We're going through some stuff right now, but we just want to let you know we want to thank you for your time and taking the time off to have you in our prayers and that's and done. So thank you guys. We appreciate that. Okay, guys. So, of course, guys, you guys can donate anything you would like to on the show. I misspelled that. Don't worry about that. You guys have me on Instagram. If you don't, I'll send you that. Or you guys have me on Facebook. You can inbox me. Any dollar counts to the show because it does. I have to pay, to have the show running as it is. So, with that in mind, guys, that is right there. The Instagram. My Instagram is at official Vero G. You can find me there, or also my other IG for this show is at healing underscore your underscore soul underscore Sundays. So yes, definitely go check that out if you guys get a chance to. All right, so let's go right into announcements on here on the show, people. So first and foremost, Let Him Heal You album. I'm gonna show the image on that if you get a chance to. Definitely appreciate you guys for your support and love. Thank you. Really, really, really do. All right, so let's show some pictures while I talk about this right now. Yes, people, to let him heal you. Let him heal you song is part of the single for this album, which is out now at all digital platforms. This is again, people, the Let Him Heal You single, but the part of the album is called Here I Am. That's available at all digital platforms. So definitely go check that out. Go check that out if you guys get a chance to appreciate that. Also, people, again, we got the latest music video and single. It's on here. If you guys can see that. That right there. If you get a chance to see that. Hold on, hold on. Yes, that is Got Me Going Crazy featuring Real Lyrics, which the video is out now. Go support that, people. Great, great song. Great content. That is my Spotify. You can watch or see all my stuff on my YouTube channel on the Vero G Spotlight Network. Or you can see this song or hear it actually, on the YouTube channel, that one. And the video's out. Big shout out to Z1, directed the video. And great, just everyone who supported our music. Thank you so much. And Real Lyrics himself. Also, again, you can hear our audio version of the song available at all platforms, Spotify, Deezer, iTunes Music, Apple Music, the whole sorts. Everything with that in mind, definitely go support that if you get a chance to. Again, it's available at all platforms, so definitely go support that. All right, so let's see what else we got here, guys. Let's see for other announcements. Why I get this all adjusted for you guys. Hold on. Alrighty, so let's see what else we got here. Also, people, right here, if you guys can see that. Yes, we won. I'm excited to announce it here. We won the Be Free People's Choice Award for 2022. Sue will be assigned to get an award in person, so I'm excited for that. I'll give you announcements on that when that's said and done. For the documentary, which is called The Rise of Vero G, actually it's called Trials and Tribulations, but it's part of the Rise of Vero G, kind of situation going on there. So yes, again, we're excited to announce that here. Thank you, Be Free, for having us be again this year win. Also, we want to thank everyone who got the chance to vote for us. We want to thank you wholeheartedly, and all that said and done. So big, big blessings to all who supported and are still supporting our platform. Thank you again. This award again, I read it in the bottom. This award is to those who are underdogs or get overlooked. Your work, your dedication, and value is seen. And that's my quote for that, a part of that. So, yes, again, guys, thank you again for voting for us for the this year Be Free People's TV Choice Award, I believe. And again, I am so honored to announce that here. Definitely go check that out. And, you can check out the documentary on my YouTube channel, Vero G Spotlight Network. All that said and done, go check it out. It's a very heartfelt documentary. And yeah, more things to come. More things to come, people. So also, guys, real quickly, you guys can vote for me at www.ldmradio.com/vote is one time for the 6 LDM Awards for Latin Artists of this year, 2022, and also for the music video and Mi Cama, which I don't know if I have it here. I have to check though. Or now you probably heard the song earlier right now before we start the show. So yes, again, like I said again, go support both. Tell everybody to vote. It's one time. Tell everybody, check that out. All that said and done, and let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, people. All right. So we're gonna take a break on announcements. We got more announcements on the works. But I have my lovely, amazing guest in person here, and I'm excited. Yes. I am here. I am here. Technical issues earlier, but we are here now. So yes, Gemini Stack states, let me see what he just told me right now quickly. He says I can play it on Spotify. Yes, definitely, Gemini. No, definitely, no problem. Yeah, play it anywhere you guys have availability to hear the song. Again, all that sort. Hey Shay, what's up? She says, I hear you, mama. Yes. Hanging in there, hanging in there. I have to one day at a time. So all right. So furthermore, I'm gonna get this all situated now because it's been a while since I've been back on the show. Again, you guys can follow me at my Instagram at official Vero G. For this show is at healing underscore your underscore soul underscore Sundays. And you can follow. So yeah. All right, people. So this mouse is acting up today. Saying, not today, Lord. I'm trying to keep my cool. I'm trying, Lord knows, God knows. All right. So furthermore, guys, I'm excited to have a beautiful, lovely Arthur in the building. I'm gonna get her right now, and she goes by Luz Maria Mack, and let's get her on the show, guys. I'm excited. Yes, hold on, give me 1 second, 1 second. How are you? Oh, wait a minute, let me get you on the other side. I got you. I got you.
Hi, how are
Hi,
you?
I'm
You're
doing
doing
good.
good. Woo! On a Sunday. On a
Yes,
Sunday. You can see me. Hi,
yeah,
everyone.
definitely, definitely. I'm honored to have you on the show. How you been?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm actually coming off like a huge family high, meaning like
Okay.
once you see your family, bunch of hugs. We celebrated my daughter. She just turned 16. We celebrated a little early. She's a
Oh,
memorial
congrats.
baby just to grab all the family and folks that are in town. So that was a treat. But I think the biggest treat was seeing my kids just enjoying being with family because that's what it's all about.
I love that. Well, congratulations and happy all the blessings your way and your family.
Thank you. Thank you. The fact that we made it and she's 16 and we got two more to go. That means
Yes.
I no longer have babies. I got adults.
Oh, that's awesome. No, but you know what? Cherish those moments because when then the grandkids come, you're like, oh God, okay, let me take it in.
Oh my God, I'm not ready for that. Not,
I know, I
not
know.
today, not ever. Not like another 10 years.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Awesome. No, but thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. I
You're
really
welcome.
like to take these moments to empower our communities to talk about how we could save ourselves with the arts.
Yes.
And I feel like God has given us talents and we have to use it and empower others, just like you use your God given talent every day.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Made me cry. No, thank you. I'm honored, and I know we spoke privately, but we're gonna talk about that too because I know that's a really thing you really want to focus on as well, besides your projects and that. So we're gonna get that in a minute. We're gonna get that in a
Okay,
minute. So
okay, okay,
no problem.
okay.
We got you. We got you. So before anything, those who don't know who you are as an author, tell us more who you are and what do you bring to the table, especially with your children's book as well.
Sure. So my name is Luz Maria Mack. I'm a Dominican children's book author. Besides being a Dominican children's author, I'm the proud mother of three. I have an oldest who we just celebrated turning 16, like I said. I have an 11-year-old and I have an 8-year-old. But I want to take it back to the granular of what made me start writing children's book. And it was my 11-year-old when she was a wee child when she was 3, and I got her into private schools that tend to be predominantly white institutions, and you don't see a lot of black and brown kids, especially coming from kind of like the communities that we come from, as well as like our similar backgrounds that happen to be the same socioeconomic status. It kind of made me think about how can I help her acclimate in the school, because one day she came home saying she wanted to be a blonde, she wanted to have vanilla skin, and to me that was like a cry for how can I help my child feel that although she stands out because she was the only Black and Hispanic child in the classroom by Black and brown parents. So that kind of stood out to me. And although the school did amazing trying to make her feel welcome and included, she was a little girl and it's up to us as parents to help her find their ways. So I was I was very concerned. And I remember I went to her teacher that I love to death, and we're still friends on Facebook and keep in touch, telling her, what can I do? Or what should I be thinking about? Or, I'm seeing these issues arise, and she's 3. I never thought like we talk about race or we talk about inclusivity at such a young age. But it makes sense because when we're little, we think about community, family, our neighborhoods. What else? We think about our friends. That's all part of the mashup of who we are as families. So I
Exactly.
started to do storytelling at home. And it was basically because the teacher told me, and this is an advice that I should share with all parents, when you want your children to know who they are, start bringing out the pictures, start saying the story. This is your grandma, this is your auntie, this is your uncle. When your auntie was this age, or your uncle was that age, and when grandma was this, say the stories. That's what makes us. That's the fabric of our Latinidad or our blackness, of our brownness. So I'm claiming all that. So that's what happened. I started telling her stories about who I was as a child and who my husband was as a child. We just made sure she felt affirmed, love, and that her skin and her hair color is just as wonderful as her friends that happen to have the opposite skin color. They're just as beautiful. So, I think a lot of people take for granted that just because we don't see each other in those spaces doesn't mean we can't advocate for ourselves and say, hey, we understand we're not in those spaces, but we need to see ourselves because this is important for our child. So I was so happy how well received that message was. So I wrote a children's book called Pequeña Maria Little Maria, but it really started with me helping my child see herself. So that's what took me, excuse me, through the
No,
journey as an author.
that is so. I'm just so applaud. Okay, listen, that takes no, because you know what, and it's true what you're saying. Especially being a Latina myself, I also it's a difficult situation because no matter what we go through, no matter where state or town, whatever we experience, because we also deal with unfortunately we deal with being biased, being discriminated. Even our past generations they had endured it. So in a way it's great what you're doing because you're breaking those barriers down in your writings and your creations, and especially for the younger generation that will now appreciate that because they say, hey, why my skin color is not the same as others, but you know what, guess what, appreciate what you have because you have beautiful roots that your ancestors, your family have embraced down the generation line. And like you said, I want to congratulate you for your amazing hard work,
Thank you.
and you're welcome. And just to show people that it's okay to be different. It's okay to be, for what the case may be. But if you have a mission in this world and you want to do something to change about it, go right ahead and do it. With that in mind.
Yes.
Awesome,
I
awesome.
I will say this. I had no idea helping find my child's purpose would lead me to my purpose. And that is something that landed on me in the pandemic when she decided that she wanted to write her own children's book. So I helped her do her own children's book. We animated it. It was featured in North Carolina. But I want to share with others. Like when people say your kids are watching, they are truly watching the good, the
Yes.
bad, the ugly, everything. So if you want to be an example, you have to show them what it is to go after your goals. Because now my son was inspired because of his little sister trying to write a book. He started writing a project with me, which is Santo and Sheepy, and he's 8. And this little guy is like an editor. He's like, Mom, I feel like this should go here, this should go there. And when you think about it, it's hilarious, but that's what an editor does. Their
Exactly.
job is to edit that page and edit that page down until everything makes sense. Does he have the skill set to do that? Like, did he have that prior knowledge? Yes, because he saw his mother do that. And I was surprised how many parents in different areas they put their child onto this game of like, listen, you are little now, but I want you to know this so we know that is out the table if you don't want to do this. Like if you don't want to be a children's book writer, I could confidently say 2 of my kids no if they don't want to do it forever, or they do want to do a children's book. And the third one is finally like writing a children's book with me, which is the oldest. But it happens. Like we need to empower them to try it out
Exactly.
because they saw through me when I've been working in healthcare my entire life. I
Okay.
got my master's in public administration. I've been working in healthcare here in New York City, in the Bronx, and in Manhattan, and a lot of the high needs areas. And what I discovered is that after a while, you become desensitized to all the
Yes.
cries for help. So you need to feed your soul something creatively. You need to feed your soul with the word of God. You need to feed your soul not only with all this, but like with good people. So it was funny that I found a lot of comfort and a lot of joy in seeing all the silliness that my kids come up with. And that's what made me do that. And I keep telling parents and I keep telling people of our communities, you could do that too. This is not just me. This is not
Exactly.
just me. We have so many authors that need to be highlighted. The writing and publishing industry is still mainly a white space, and it's for a reason. People are holding the gate and the keys for that, and it's only little by little. And if you think it's very bare seeing people of color talk about our stories, you should
Mm,
follow up the kind of like uh, the numbers. Like the numbers are real, you know.
yes.
The fact that kids don't see themselves in our stories, the fact like in English classes we're still reading Huckleberry Finn when they get in third grade. I haven't heard about Maria la del Barrio, like novela, but if you talk about our
Woo!
generation, we all know what's Maria la del Barrio. It's an idiom, it's a joke, but everyone gets it. But like that's what I mean. It doesn't mean that there's not learning in our traditions and culture. There's that loss of language, loss of history to a certain degree, because a lot of our
Mm,
stories are infused with history. But yeah, those are the things that I try to bring awareness about. And also because I did turn a lot of my books into animations, I try to bring awareness there. If a lot of people knew how little of the individuals that are pitching animations happen to be black and brown, they won't be surprised. They will not,
mm.
especially in the kid space. It is very, very nominal, the numbers.
Very
So
smart. Yeah.
it's not just a one area. We're talking about all areas of
That is
business.
very true. And I know you want to we're going to talk about in a few minutes about that because I know you really want to stress about, being kind of like blocked in a sense, and especially, like I said, being a minority, and the fact that I experienced this as well. So trust me, we all have somewhat some similar stories, but we're going to talk about it in a minute. But also, like I said, it's great that your kids are a part of what you're doing because down the line, like you mentioned, that they could even leave on a legacy as well for their kids online, or just for anyone in the family, so it's beneficial for everyone, down the line, especially at a young age, to see, wow, I can make something of my own and put it together and see people's feedback and the reaction. So that's that. I want to applaud for that as well. Yeah, definitely, definitely. So, with that, furthermore, let's talk more about that because I know you said you want to talk about it before we talk about. We're going to show also a snippets of your animation and a
Thank you.
photo of the book you mentioned that your son was a part of that as well. So, besides that, let's talk about that right now. So, the situation, how there's a lot of red tape, a lot of politics behind publishing or finding the actual right publisher to publish your books and that sort.
So I'm gonna highlight that experience of the red tape between publishing with an experience I had uh, when I was pitching one of my stories that got picked up by one publisher. That I'm really proud of. I'm really happy. It's going to be coming out this fall. It's called The Secret of the Plátano.
Oh,
And for those
congratulations!
who wants to check it out, please, it's available for pre-order. It's a beautiful children's book story, and it's very black, and meaning like black characters, diverse characters. You're not, it's going to be very true and authentic to my experience. But when I was pitching that story, I pitched it, I counted 75 times I heard no's.
Wow.
75 times. And I was like, you know what? I believe in this story. I believe it has a house someplace. I believe that. I'm so
No, it's
sorry
okay.
about
No,
that.
no, no. Go ahead, do your thing. It's all right. Just say, hey, hold on, give me a minute.
Give me a minute.
Go ahead, do your thing. It's okay. Awesome, awesome. Hey guys, you're watching Healing Your Soul Sundays with your host Vero G. Right now we have the lovely, amazing author, Luz Maria Mack, and she's talking about her process and her struggles and triumphs on being a children's artist or children a book club. Children, author book. That's right. So we'll just stay put. And if you guys have any comments or questions for our guests, please do so. We're gonna put them on the screen so you guys could interact as well with us. And, yeah.
Hi. Sorry
Back.
about that.
No, yeah, we took a little minute. It's okay. So it's fine. But yeah. So just you were saying from your process of the book and being published and everything.
Yeah, so I heard 75 no's before I got to a yes. And when I did get picked up by the before I got picked up by the publisher, I did have two offers.
Wow.
And the two offers weren't like the best because they understood I was kind of like a newbie. And that's what, regardless if I had 5 books under my belt, there was like a big standard of how, or what was acceptable, what was presentable, what was kind of like what the publishing industry is looking for. And
Okay.
it seems like, regardless of the fact, it's a very subjective industry. It's a very almost like people that know each other trying to help each other out. And
Mhm.
regardless of what is being said, a lot of the bigger publishing houses only look at your manuscript. A manuscript is it's the appropriate term for your story,
Yes.
for its review. If you're being referred, they're going to actually take the 10 seconds to read it and see if it's something that they want to look at. And for the most part, it's almost like a job to tell people no. Like, nope, not the right time. And also, another lesson that a lot of individuals don't know is that publishing, like depending the publisher, they only pick less than 12 books to publish a year. So it
Wow.
makes the numbers even harder if you have a piece that you deserve, that you believe deserves, takes a chance. So if you start looking every year, like the big 5 publisher houses, how many books they produce out, how many of them are coming from Black and Brown communities, and how many of them are getting the same love that, let's say, a big name writer will get.
Makes sense. Well, I didn't to that certain extent. I didn't know that they're very limited to that. To that process in a sense.
Yeah, they get a PR team. Not only they get a PR team, they also get an editor. So before a book is out, it takes almost a whole year of it being worked and developed by a team. So imagine what a great polished experience that writer who wants to write for a living gets when they have a team around them, as opposed to just little old you writing your manuscript, being the editor, begging someone to review your manuscript before you put it out in the world. And that is not to discount that there's a lot of great self-published writers doing that work.
Very true. Very true. Again, I can't stop clapping because I give it to you. It takes a lot and to continue fighting for your mission. Like you have a purpose. We're all going through, like I said, I also went through that process years ago when I sent out my queries out to, like you mentioned, to your manuscripts and places, and you know how many no's I got. I said, you know what, the with it, and I did stop and I ended up doing just self-publishing. But I think, like you said, the gratification of having your work being seen by other people and people buying your stuff and actually appreciating and going to like meet and greets or like book, I forget what it's called, but when you go see you and stuff like that, and just meet you. It's like, hey, your book inspired me. That's what really matters because you're capturing the audience and they're understanding what your content's about and they're going to appreciate that. So keep fighting for that.
Thank you. I
You're
think
welcome.
one big tell I could tell people who want to be authors, and I'm sorry for a little bit of the background noise.
No, go
Families
ahead.
coming
It's fine.
in.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's Sunday.
It's all good.
One most important thing is building your community. Regardless of how many no's you hear, there's a community in space for what you're writing on and working on. And the perfect example I have is I wrote Pequeña Maria, Little Maria, and I really believed in a book that was truly bilingual, representing a child in a different community and country. And I was told no, that people didn't get it. But I also was told no coming from a white gaze, meaning everyone I pitched to did not come from Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Cuba, and stuff like that. They cannot say they understand that experience. So I'm hearing no from from that marker, right? But then
Okay.
the people that have seen my book that are coming from the diaspora, they're like, oh my gosh, I get it. This is how I grew up. This is a beautiful representation of showing my child what it is coming from El Campo, what it is growing up with all your family and friends in the same barrio. Like they understood that. So although someone is saying no to you that is coming from the publishing industry, the people that are saying yes to you are people from your community that understand and relate to that story.
Exactly. Exactly. I see greatness. I don't know. I just see good stuff out of it. And it's weird. I don't know why I'm saying this, but do I see like a film work behind it besides? I know that we're going to talk about it in a minute about the series. I'm going to play that in a minute. But do I see like another project you're working on? Like, I don't know. It's weird. I'm saying this and I'm just asking. I don't know. We
I
just met.
don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Maybe,
What you
maybe I'm,
seen? What you seen, Vero G? Let me know.
girl, we got to talk
We
private.
live now. We can't lie. We can't lie.
No, I do see because I know I'm gonna actually want to present that right now. One of the books while we continue talking
Thank
about.
you.
You're welcome. But I don't know. It's just maybe it's me. Maybe like within 6 months to a year. Yeah, I don't know yet. But I just see like you keep promoting it, keep pushing, keep hitting the right people, and there's a chance that it could be actually like maybe a indie screening of a film work down the line. I don't know. I just see something like that, but you know, don't. I'm just seeing something, so I'm just giving you a
So
heads up.
amen. So I'm gonna tell you this one thing though. I
Okay.
did publish a book called El Amoroso Cutico, Loving Cutico. And the whole purpose of me publishing that book and getting it out there was because I grew up seeing the men do cockfights. I don't know if you know what cockfights are with
Yes.
the chickens and stuff like
Oh my
that.
God, that's
And
that's that's the island stuff there. Yeah.
I'm talking about real island, real like relation to individuals that wanted their boys to be tough, wanted their boys to not cry, wanted their boys to feel like they could be macho. So I'm
Yeah.
talking about toxic masculinity at a young age, right? So what I did was I wrote that in the form of a children's book. I was very intentional of not talking about violence because I wanted kids to see this, but I wanted to see how it was introduced because it is still not something that we want, right?
Yes.
So the book, I pitched it to a couple of theater houses. One theater house loved it, but they stated that they felt like it was too short, but it's perfect for kids. So
Okay.
one of the things I learned about that is just because someone can't see the dream about it, I felt
Exactly.
like it wasn't for them to see the dream. That's my dream, to push it and see who's going to pick it up. My husband really
Wow.
was impressed with the fact that I did it because I had a real struggle doing something very Dominican because I wanted to be picked up and understood by people from different cultures. And one of my biggest accolades about that project was that people from Mexico, people from Ecuador, people from like not necessarily from Dominican Republic said, I could see this so clearly. This is
I love
so
that.
Latino. So it screamed Latinidad, and that's what I wanted to be intentional about.
That's amazing. It's weird, mind you. We have not conversate this at all.
We
So,
have not. We have
Mija,
not.
I'm telling you, listen, stick with me. I know what I'm talking about. I see seriously. I do see submit. If you have something already, submit it to film festivals that are particularly for the audience. Keep pushing out of theaters. Something's gonna happen, but you got to be on top of, like you mentioned, be consistent, and don't take no for nothing. Like go for it, you know. And if you one day you get a screening, let me know. I'll be there.
Thank you. I
I
really
told you.
appreciate that. I
You're
really do.
welcome. You're welcome, Mama. So before you're welcome. So before that, I'm gonna show a picture of the book you mentioned earlier. I'm gonna see it right now.
Yeah.
So this is the one you mentioned. These are your publications right now.
Yeah.
You mentioned the one. I hope I said it right. Sancho and Sheepy. That's based with you and your son. The publication.
Yes.
Um, and then the other one, Sheepy's Midnight Snack. Sheepy's new job, and Santo, I can't read the other part. I'm sorry, it's my eye, goes to summer camp. So tell us on those other books that you haven't mentioned.
So I want to talk about these stories because these are my son's stories, and I want to be very clear. I'm a
Okay.
co-author. This man
Okay, I'm
is
sorry.
really
Okay.
on top of his craft, and my
Okay.
husband was very helpful. He's somewhere in the background if you see. So
It's okay.
my husband was noticing when it was COVID that my son wanted to be very intentional about, like it was hard to be with friends. It was hard to get together with people during COVID because it was completely locked down. So it became very boring being at home. So my husband bought him a stuffed sheep, and my son started making like noises, like different noises and voices, like his sheep will get in trouble. So he
Okay.
would say, "Oh my gosh, I was up all night because Sheepy didn't let me sleep. He wanted hamburgers." So we thought it was hilarious, right? And then he
Yeah.
kept telling my husband different adventures the sheep was getting into. And
Okay.
my husband kept saying, "We need to write this down." So it was really, all these books that you see was really inspired by our son and the
Actually, one more
voices
time.
he would make.
Okay.
So Santo and Sheepy is the first book, and it's introducing his stuffed sheep and
Okay.
how much he loved burgers and how he loved getting in trouble. And he would eat everything, even the bedroom wall clock, and how even though he was a mischievous little sheep, he was his best friend.
Aw.
Uh, Santo Goes to Summer Camp was when, the pandemic started being lifted up, and
Yes.
some of the summer camps started opening up. Although he was excited to be outside of the house making friends, he was worried about his sheep. He was lonely after he kept him company the whole time. But my favorite has to be Sheepy's midnight snack, because
Aw.
one night, little Tony, my
Uh,
son's name is Tony, but his middle name is Santo. He
yeah.
couldn't sleep at all. Like he could not. He said the sheep kept him up all night, and he was just done. He was all over the Bronx. He was trying to get out the house. He said, and you see, I put like the corner of Freeman someplace because he was
Yes.
just looking for the darn sheep. And someone said, "What an interesting concept. Instead of Mary had a little lamb, you have a little boy and his sheep." I was like, "Oh, that's interesting," because I wasn't even making those two connections, but it was really my son inspiring. And Sheepy's new job was inspired through a very hard time in my life where I was not working, and it was having a hard time finding what I wanted to do and what I was passionate about.
Wow. No, but you know what? I commend you because you have to be, as especially in being creative at what you do. You have to take your vulnerability and utilize that into your craft. And I know it has taken a toll on you, the experiences you mentioned here, and the ups and downs. But just see the perks, as they call it, down the line when people would just come to you, when the meet and greets and that sorts, and book fairs or whatever you got to do, to promote your projects. And people are gonna just embrace it, especially in our Latino, community, or in general, like what you mentioned, being a minority, it's gonna be phenomenal. And just keep pushing in that. Also, I wanted, before we play the two video snippets, this was the animation, based on the other book you mentioned. Talk about who influenced you besides your family, your children. Who also influenced you in your journey, as they say.
I have to say that it was hard because I really didn't have this conviction like I have now. So I have to really give a lot of, honor and respect to my husband. He really believed that I had a gift, and he wanted me to use that gift. And I'm sorry, I have to give shout outs to Adriana,
It's okay.
Boss Lady, and Christopher,
Oh, we got everybody.
Gemini.
I'm gonna show all them out. I got you guys. I got you. I'm
You're
gonna
all
set that up right
here.
now. I
This
got
is
you.
this is my first time doing Facebook Live, LinkedIn Live, and everything live.
Yeah, no,
Hello.
it's blessings, girl, blessings.
Blessings. So my husband really encouraged me to believe in my craft, believe in what I was doing. I was scared. I was literally scared because I kept thinking, and I think this happens to many of us, what if we do something and no one likes it? Like that was always in the back of my head. And now I just don't care if no one likes it. Like you have to start thinking like that. Like you are doing this for yourself, and you'll find your community along the way. Because there's so many times someone's going to be looking at it and saying, I really didn't resonate it, but guess what? They saw it. They looked at it. They bought it. Or they
It's
look at
true.
the entire YouTube to say what they didn't like, but they saw it. So they're helping you out.
Exactly. No, that's great. That's great. And I guess it's sometimes it's the people you least expect that will support you.
Yes.
And definitely. And just keep pushing. Like I cannot stress this enough. Like sometimes we have our days where we're gonna like forget. I give up, but don't, because you know from someone who experienced this many years ago and is still struggling and all that sorts. But I'm giving you just insight as a person who don't stop. Don't stop. You have a beautiful gift. Go out there and put it to the world, and just continue on what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
And no
So
wonder
we
this is healing your soul on a Sunday. Wow. Like I
yes,
feel refreshed.
I'm giving the good positive vibes.
Yes, I need it. So I had told Vero that I went through a really grueling 2-month pitch process
Yes.
where I got a lot of no's. I got so many no's that shook me to my core that I was like,
Wow.
I remember saying, like, I'm throwing in the towel. And every time I'm throwing in the towel, I have like a little voice inside in the back of my head saying, okay, you got to work on this project. You got to work on that project. And I don't know if it's madness or it's just like undoubtful belief that it's going to happen. So those are the two things I'm led with.
I don't know. I feel you. Trust me. I mean, these are experiences that is down to happen, but it's gonna just motivate you more, in due time. So definitely. So we're gonna take a little break before we do, because we got more to talk about. Let's see the comments. A lot of people are tuning in right now. So let's go to each and all of them. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, wow, Jesus. Let me go back down here. I didn't realize all that here. Okay. So we got from Ariana. I hope I get her name correctly. She says, "So true." Hello,
I'm
Ariana.
Rihanna.
Ariana,
Hi.
hello. Hey. So we got Gemini Stacks. He's a very big fan of the show, what we do. He says we need to make more children's books so that kids can have fun reading like the old days. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Remember
Yes.
reading Rainbow and all that? Like
Oh
we don't
my,
have that.
this
I
is
mean,
throwback.
no, you
Yes.
know what's so funny? If
Mhm.
there was like a Netflix special where they were getting authors of color, and it was just to see how many they could get to represent their space. And there
Yeah.
was only one self-published author that they got on there, and that was a real big tell. That was a tell that that person that got on there, they must have like worked their magic because everyone else is trying to find it.
Exactly. Exactly. You're so right, Mija. You're so right. Definitely. We got more. We got more. Christopher says, shout outs from your family. Oh, big shout out to you, Christopher. Worldwide collaboration. Yes. We got more here. Wow. We got Hola Amiga
Querida.
Quiera. Okay, my Spanish is horrible. I'm trying.
No, don't worry. So it's wise.
Yeah, we're in there. We're in there. Boss Lady says, good afternoon, ladies.
Good
Oh, hello,
afternoon and
Boss.
blessings.
Ew, yeah, so I'm telling you, the love is love here, man. Let me keep scrolling up. My God, hold on one second. Hold on, I got you. I got you. Yes, okay. Gemini Stacks. He says, I think that's him. Yeah. Congrats on teaching your child to be child authors. Yes.
Yes, and I have to admit, and I'm so glad you mentioned that, Gemini Stacks. I didn't really tell them to want to get into this. I think it's them seeing me consistently grind in silence and seeing sometimes complaining about it. They became very knowledgeable
Wow.
about the space without me saying anything. And also like my conversations with my husbands about the whole process because it wasn't an easy process. So that was what motivated them to do that.
That is so true. I amen to that, sister. Oh man. Let's see who else we got real quickly before we go into video mode. That's pretty much it for now. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna go to a quick break, and we're gonna play both. It's part one and part two. I'm gonna get it right now for you guys. So let me see what I have. I believe it's Santo. Hold on. Oh wait, Sancho. Hold on. Make sure I get it right. Uh
You
it
got
says
Santo and Sheepy, I think the
yes.
first
That's
one.
what I think. I was gonna make sure it's the right one. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so we're gonna play part one. I don't know which. Oh Lord, because I had to put it together. But if anyway, we're gonna play part one or part two. If it doesn't mix up, it's fine because you was playing it. But we'll be right back, guys. You're watching Healing Your Soul Sundays with your host Vero G and our lovely guest for today, Arthur Luz Maria Mack, and we'll be right back. So don't leave anywhere. We got more questions or anything or any comments for our lovely guests. Definitely put in the chat. So we'll be right back. We're watching a quick animation on these both out of the book, and I'm excited. So we'll be right back. Yes.
Santo and Sheepy, written by Tony Santo Mack and Luz Maria Mack.
Dedication. Thank you, family, for inspiring our son, Tony Santo Mack, to dream big. We survived the pandemic with our new friend Sheepy and Tony's stories of their wild adventures.
Santo was stuck at home with nothing to do. But Mommy and Daddy surprised him with a new best friend. After all, his parents wanted to make things fun at home. A cute stuffed sheep called Sheepy filled the missing place of Santo's friends, whom he couldn't see until school started again. Santo showed Sheepy around the home and said, "Mi casa es su casa." Sheepy snuggled up to him, for he had a lot of love to give. Sheepy was quite talkative when no one was around. Santo was the only one that heard him speak, and no others heard a sound. "I'm hungry. Give me burgers." That is what Sheepy said the most. Santo couldn't always make burgers, and made him cheesy toast. If they didn't have the food Sheepy liked to eat, he would graze on things in Santo's room. He was a mischievous little sheep. He ate his toys and ate his clothes. He ate his shoes and socks. He ate the posters on the wall and even ate the clock. Santo thought it was funny to have a hungry, talking sheep that even ate his pillow slips while Santo tried to sleep. The family thought Santo looked cute with his woolly, stuffy friend, but they didn't know Sheepy could talk and thought he was playing pretend. Sheepy liked loud music, but didn't get the blame. "Santo, turn that music down. It's messing with my brain." Sometimes Sheepy caused problems, like messing up the pantry or talking through the night. Sheepy helped keep Santo calm whenever things got hard, like every time he missed his friends or couldn't play in the backyard. Sheepy was always by his side, even when he got to see his friends. Santo would even try to make him speak. Sheepy only spoke to Santo. This would never change. If Santo said, "The sheep can talk," people looked at him strangely. At the dinner table, Sheepy sat beside Santo. "Hey Mom, you know he doesn't like chicken, rice, or beans, but a burger is his favorite." Mom just smiled at her young son, saying, "I made one just for him." She placed an imaginary burger down, and that made Santo grin. Sheepy felt very special and loved to be a part of the family. He was Santo's bestest friend, the greatest thing to be.
Author's note. The pandemic forced a new normal in the entire world, especially for children. We all missed our pre-life, and our kids didn't like being stuck at home all day and night. Because of this, my husband gifted our son Tony a stuffed animal, which motivated him to become a storyteller. Tony began to create imaginary stories with his stuffed animal. He made our family laugh by telling us all the fun adventures he would get into, taking care of his new stuffy. and it only felt right to document their escapade for prosperity.
I've got another one. I got one more. I got you, one more.
Santo Goes to Summer Camp. Written by Tony Santo Mack and Luz Maria Mack. Tony dedicates this book to his wonderful school, Metropolitan Montessori School, friends and family. School had finished, and summer vacation time was here. Santo was off to summer camp. It was that time of year. Sheepy was a bit concerned. The talk of the camp was fine, but he didn't want his friend to go and leave him all alone. He snuck into Santo's backpack while his friend was unaware, hoping they'd both be at summer camp before he found him there. At camp, Santo met other kids and began to settle in. Soon it would be pool time, when everyone would learn to swim. Santo was unpacking to find his trunks for swimming and discovered Sheepy stowed away. Sheepy was sitting in his backpack, grinning. When they arrived at the pool, Sheepy hid beneath the towel. He made sure Santo stayed safe, as he kept a watchful eye on him. When it was time for arts and crafts, Santo tried to make new friends, but Sheepy grew jealous. He wanted to show him he could draw too. He titled his masterpiece Bestest of Friends and drew Santo and himself. He hoped his bestest friend would like it, but all he said was, "It's great, Sheepy, thank you." Santo wanted to share lunchtime with the new friends he had met. He left his stuffy with half of his snacks, but Sheepy wasn't happy. He wanted to be included and mingle with these new friends. Santo took Sheepy on a nature hike to enjoy all the beauty around them. He introduced Sheepy to his friends, and they said, "Your stuffy is cute, but we all left their toys at home, so your little friend should scoot." Sheepy felt most offended and stayed close to Santo's side. He wanted to be friends with Santo's new friends, but their words had hurt his pride. Then Santo promised Sheepy that he was still his best friend, but he was learning to make new friends. Their names were James and Trevor. So Sheepy felt much better and let Santo have his space, so he could spend time with his new friends, knowing he won't ever be replaced. Sheepy learned a valuable lesson: to not be jealous and unfair. Children need more than one friend, and he learned to share.
My son Tony really missed school and friends in the pandemic. My husband had gifted him a stuffy, and he no longer felt alone. He would tell us the trouble Sheepy would get into, and of course, Tony was a fantastic friend that took good care of him. When he attended summer camp in the pandemic, he felt guilty leaving him at home, but it was always good to come home to his familiar, friendly sheep when he returned.
I got applause for that first.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad you loved it, and I hope people love it too. That's
Definitely.
all my son, and I just added my charms to it, but he's a really creative soul as well. I guess he got it from me and my husband because my husband is creative, although he doesn't really like to give himself that title.
Okay, well, props to all you guys. No, it was very. I love it because it's just it gets you in, like I said, the story, the message, the concept, it's just great. So yeah, I mean, besides that, you have like I said, you mentioned you have more projects working on as of this year, and we have
Yes.
more more animations included with that. So so
Yeah.
kids, yeah, okay,
I'm working on two more animations. I did try to apply for grants. It's very competitive. I did not get the grant that I was counting on to animate the rest of the Santo and Shipi book series. So I've been, believing in the project with my husband, and we've been putting as much as we can so we could make it happen. It did grab the attention of some folks, although they feel like it should be different. And that happens a lot when you're pitching. We all
yeah,
know what pitching is. You have to do this, you have to change, you have to do. But I believe in the message as it is. I believe that it's from a child for children. I believe there were small things could be added to it, but I do not want to change the characters. I want
it's,
it to look like a little black boy. And I
I
want
love
the sheep to look like a little white woolly sheep and it to be based in the Bronx. So that's to me what's most important.
That is key. That is key. And you never know, like, there's funny shit. Like I said, I'm getting these messages, but it's weird because, try. I mean, it's weird. It's a weird saying this now, but give it a shot with Nickelodeon or Nicktoons or one of those things that, like they have like for the children, especially for a certain age gap. Look into that. There's other options you could look into. I know it may be a process, and how that may be, but don't just give it a shot.
Yeah.
And
So one of the pitches was with Nickelodeon.
no way.
And I
Are you
got
serious?
I am. So I mean, I don't want to disclose some more, but like, please know that it's just a hard process.
Oh my
It's really
goodness.
hard. And
This
there's
is crazy. Sorry, go ahead.
different, it's different divisions of Nickelodeon as well.
Yes.
So they all work differently, but all in conjunction when it's a pitching process. They can't take a lot of projects. So
Yes.
because
Yes.
once they take a project, they put all that love and money that it's taken to elongate it, and it goes through acquisitions as well as development. What that means is like you could pitch your idea, you have to show your idea so they can see the proof of concept that you have developed and see if they like it. A lot of people, this is not commonly talked about in our
Yes.
communities, how an idea gets put on for TV or for other process.
Mhm.
My goal is like, I don't want to be on TV. I'm going to be very clear. I do not, I'm not trying to put myself out there like that, but I believe that our kids need to see themselves. And I believe in stories that kind of like are true to kids of color. So
Right.
that's what I believe in. And that's why I'm working so hard. And it's a very hard process. It's very competitive.
It
A lot
is.
of people fund their own projects. So when you hear people on very like beautiful platforms like Hot 97, the morning show, talk about like I actually produced my entire show and then sold it, that's because they had the money to back up
Behind
their
them.
pitch and get it out there, which is very
Wow.
rare.
That is true. That's why I keep telling. It's weird. Listen, how I picked that up. I'm telling you, girl. Listen. I
I
don't even
don't know. I don't know.
listen.
It's Sunday Soul. So that's what I
Woo.
believe it is, right? Sunday Soul. Won't God
Definitely.
do it?
No.
He's
No.
telling
No.
you something. He ain't telling
Listen.
me.
No, that's what I'm telling you. I know what I'm seeing and what I'm picking out, but just keep fighting. Keep fighting. Don't give up. Like you have a purpose. I know like sometimes you say you don't want to put it into you, but leave it put it out there in the universe to see who could grab it. And
Yeah.
it's gonna benefit a lot of beautiful children online that's gonna appreciate who they are. And not just see things as what it is now we see in TV, like the norm they call it, right?
Yeah.
So just keep pushing because you're finding not only for yourself, not only for your family, but you're finding for other youths, especially minority in a minority community, a chance that their voice be heard. So just keep fighting that. Are you getting the chills, right? You getting the chills?
I am.
See,
So
girl,
I
I told you, we gotta talk privately because I got some
me
other
too.
gifts I'm gonna say out here, but uh,
But I will say this. It was so funny because I had written this book because I was at a book festival, and one of my my first projects, mi proyectos de iniciatoria, was Pequeña Maria Little Maria, because I really wanted to show this bilingual child in her community, in her country of origin. And I remember this mom was sending me a message saying, "Hey, when are you going to do a Happy Birthday Maria book?" Like, she just kept on and kept on and kept on. I wrote the book, I even put it all together. And then I was like, why am I not putting it out there? Because although, and this is what it starts coming in to fruition, although it is not being received by the publishers or the people that sit in these beautiful tables, maybe it will, but it's speaking to our communities,
exactly.
to know that little girls want to have a little Maria birthday party. That was cute. I loved it to see that they related to the curly hair and the caramel skin and the both languages, that their world is in two languages.
Exactly.
There's going to be a time that a lot of people's worlds is not just two languages. It is three, it is four. Like, we need to start thinking about those communities that we're not representing on TV. We need to start thinking about those children that want to learn but feel like they learn better when they see themselves and feel affirmed because their families are representing them. Their families is teaching them something. So it's going to come a time that people are going to see, like, hey, this author or this mother is advocating for something maybe we don't understand, but it's speaking to a community, and it's going to happen, not just with me, but with many other authors that are advocating. That they picked up this fight just like I did.
Exactly. And I'm gonna ask this weird. I'm telling you, I'm getting these things. I'm just gonna tell you
Okay.
what I'm getting.
Okay.
All right. So I would say, I don't know what location you're at in the United States or in New York or not, but I would say tap into first communities that are focused on our minorities for now. Touch that because it's gonna be word of mouth. Like you
Yeah.
just mentioned about that parent. Go to places that are like for our target audience and our communities first. Then the wildfire spread of talk. People are like, oh yo, I just saw this lady. She has a book. She has all these things. They're gonna start the wildfire, meaning they're gonna spread it and then promote it in like social media, other outlets, continue doing festivities, book fairs, whatever way you could get out there.
Yeah.
And you never know who is one day is gonna hear and listen, or who's watching this show now later on YouTube, whatever the case may be, and be inspired by your story and say, I'm gonna give this person a shot. It only takes one shot. That's it. So
That's right. We're all here waiting on that yes. I'll wait on the Lord to give me that yes. I will tell you this. I am very well connected. I'm home based in the Bronx. I'm
okay.
connected to the Dominican Writers Association as well as Strive Higher. I really advocate for them because they're
Awesome.
all empowering our community here in Washington Heights, the Bronx, in New York, and even, I have tried to connect with more communities that are outside of my current state, like in Florida, as well as Texas, as well as California. I have realized that although I have gotten a community from places that I never imagined, like even people that are in Australia, like we're all out there. Like
Yeah.
people just need to know we're all out there. One of the things that have been the most concern to me is all the red tape behind schools,
Yes.
especially public schools. Like Maria Descubre su Baile, Little Maria Discovers Her Dance was featured in PBS at a program called Chat and Learn. And I remember someone reaching out, why isn't this part of like early reading bilingual education? And I said, I'm not sure. Why isn't it? Like they
Mm-hmm.
set up boards, they set up like these processes for books for bilingual education for children, but teachers or curriculums or directors or individuals are sitting at the table are so overwhelmed with COVID and all other types of things that they're working in the school system that they don't have a chance to reevaluate the teaching methodologies that they have internally, if they're working or not working for them.
Very true. Very
Like
true.
the fact that I'm hearing people saying, like, I know that our schools can't afford to buy your books right now or get them in our school system. So we're watching the YouTube for free. We're so happy you provided free resources. That's great.
Okay.
Great. Imagine if they will put dollars behind it, because academia does have money. They do have money, and if they don't use that money, it is lost and to another fiscal year. I learned recently that academia sets aside for people at least, I think, less than $5,000 to $10,000 a year that could be set aside for books, could be set aside for needs. It is set, I have to admit, the schools are using it upon their discretion. So if there's other needs presenting, like let's say short staff and things like that, I'm not sure how that budget gets out, but there is a money set aside that is always being used upon. Imagine if that money that is set aside is used for minority uh, authors to
Exactly.
have kids so they could walk away with a book. And some of those books could be used as a lesson plan.
Exactly. But like that's what I said here on the show. Like, don't stress it. I know it's part of how it is to process,
Yeah.
but just keep that, like, that focus. That tunnel focus. That, what I'm talking about, like that. Like, just stay focused on it. You're gonna get into bumps and situations, but just keep it on what you're doing. Now, as you know, this show is called Healing Your Soul Sundays. Now, there's, besides, you mentioned a lot of stories. Is there one particular story that you went through something, to this extent, or something you would like to share to the audience, and how did you overcome that with through healing and the faith and that sort?
I would have to say there has been many challenges throughout this entire journey. One of the biggest challenges have been with my own self-esteem through this process, because um, to say that some of the no's don't get to you will be a lie. To say that still having the courage or the coraje, like let's say coraje because I'm Spanish, coraje,
Means
like
upset people.
really feel it, feel
Yes.
it in your gut. To have the coraje to still go for it, it takes a lot of backbone to say, I want to push through this. And it took me a while to see, although I'm not where I want to be in life, it is building my kids' fortitude to know that they could go after what they want. I have never seen my children say they can't do anything now. And also, I'm not letting them think like they cannot. They come from a lineage of hardship. They come from they're inherited from our legacy of these strong women and these strong
Mm,
men
mm.
that were brought to this country working on other people's dreams and somehow made their own dreams come true. To say that that's not part of their legacy would be a lie. So now that they're seeing their mother doing this and their father still working hard, they know that they could do this. I mean, I also tell them it's good to do nothing. And that's a message I want to tell a lot of kids, because a lot of our kids feel like if they don't get the grades, if they don't do this, if they don't do anything, they're not good enough. No, you could absolutely enjoy and take a break, a mental health break for a week, 2 weeks, and do nothing and just enjoy the rest. You need to make your mind rest. Just how God gave 6 days to work, He gave us one day to rest. So I try to, it's a balance, it's a fine balance, and I'm learning it. And to say that I know it's a lie, because there's some moments I have to reteach myself the same lesson I'm trying to. So the challenges happen every day for every owner that I know who's a business owner, and especially for every storyteller. But the trick is reminding yourself why you're doing this, what is your purpose, what is your goal, and that you could continue doing this.
Amen to that. Now, tell the audience, the viewers or listeners watching, tuning in now later on. I'm going to put the books up now one more time. One second, hold on, if I can find it. I'll get a few right now. But also, you're going to be featured on June's issue, which I'm excited. Yay!
I'm excited
uh,
too.
yeah, definitely. That's going to be out on June 1st. I don't know what day is that, but I have to check. But that'll be out for that time. But definitely, yeah, it'll be out. But I'm going to show the picture again. So tell the viewers and audience if they want to get a copy of your publications, where they could find it.
You can find me on Amazon. You could put Santo and Chippy in the books come out in the series. Just so you know, there's other books coming out for Santo and Chippy, like Santo goes to the barber shop with Chippy and gets
Awesome.
a trim. Santo learns the value of a dollar. Uh, and there's more to come. Like, my son is not done telling his story, just like his mommy's not done. And as always, all my stories say a little bit of truth about me and our family, and it's very authentic to the voice. And one of the gifts about the book that a lot of people don't know, I really believe in activities. A lot of my children's books have activities at the end. So there's a word search and a lot on all the Santo and Shipi books, and there's a maze. And there's also a barcode. And if you put your phone on the barcode, it'll pop up an Instagram filter or the website or where you can see the videos. So I make sure that if someone's spending like $14.99, $16.99 a book, you're getting more for your like bang for your buck. Because I understand, I come from those communities. We can't just all buy a book and walk away with a book. And I'm fine when people just watch the YouTube and leave a good review. To me, that's amazing, because it matters. It matters to all us writers that are trying to work on this beautiful craft of being a storyteller, of representing our kids and sharing our messages.
I love that. And also tell them the YouTube channel where they could subscribe and check the videos, the animation.
Yes. So I have to admit, my YouTube channel is not my name, but you can, if you find my YouTube that's my name, you can still sign on. There's one called Pequeña Maria, Little Maria, because to me that's that's the brand that I want to one day see everywhere. I want to see my story. Like my sister told me one day, like, she can't give up on Maria. Maria is her. So I want to leave you guys with that message. So whatever your story is, don't give up. That's you.
I see. You read my question before. I don't have to ask that question. We alike. We didn't even know it.
It's weird. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling
No,
this.
tú sabes, mija, tú sabes. No, but also I want to say any shout outs you have, those who are watching, I mean, or anybody that you want to give a shout out to.
Yes, I want to give a big shout out to my publisher, Soaring Kite Books. I'm so excited that you found a home in my story, The Secret of the Plátano, that comes out this fall, that you believe in my story, that you believe in my message. I also want to give another shout out to another publisher. It's called the Dominican Writers Association, for believing in me and helping our community. And I'm so excited. I'll be teaching a 6-week children's book writing workshop with them starting in June. And one of the exciting parts of this 6-week workshop is that I'm going to be sharing all the details of what is the process that I've done and I've learned myself about writing a children's book, from the author's note to your bio to you, like, how you partner up with an illustrator, how to look for an illustrator that is within your means, as well as, writing the story, editing, and going through all this process, but also the difference between not only a board book, a picture book, and an early reader book. Like, I break all that down for you so you could understand it, because I had to learn it through, como dice mami, a chancletazo y bofetazo. So that's how I learned it, getting the nose, like, this doesn't fit this or this doesn't fit that. And it's okay. That's how we all learn. We all learn through the process, the grind, right? So I'll be partnering up with them to do that. So I'm very excited. And also a shout out to my family. Thank you so much for dealing with me and loving me and just say, like, yes, we're going to make this thing happen. Okay. Don't worry about it. And my children, thank you. I know it's your Sundays, but
No, it's fine. They're like, okay, thanks, mom. No, that's awesome. And also
going to the park.
no, you're good. It's a nice, well, it's decent today so far.
Yeah.
No, you're good. But social media, where they can find you? And
Yes. So on Instagram, I'm more active on Instagram because that's where I get a lot of my community. You can find me at Luz Mack Official, or else you can find me on Instagram as well, Luz and Mack. You can find me on Facebook, Luz Mack Official, as well as Twitter by Luz Mack Official. And also you can find me on TikTok. I'm not a big TikToker, but I'm slowly working up myself there. I feel like that's where we're all going to end up one day on TikTok, just dancing our message out. So I'm not quite a good dancer. I just had leg surgery, so we'll see if I hobble there.
Oh, well, hope you get well with that, you know. And
Yeah. I'm walking and I'm very happy. I'm not using a cane. We all, you know, it's funny, but I feel like after leg surgery, I could predict the weather, but I can't predict the bingo numbers or the lottery numbers. So
listen, I'm still trying that. It ain't working yet.
It ain't working.
No, but before we let you go, let's see a few more comments we have here is watching and tuning in. CJ Rivera, what's up, brother? He says, awesome interview. Definitely. Gemini Stacks, he states here, I love animated stories because you get. Oh, I think he said it already. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me double check. Hold on. Because sometimes message comes old. Oh, no, this one, a new one. You said love you. Oh, I see that one. Okay. And Gemini Stacks, last one, says, I love the family dynamic storytelling. Aww.
Thank you for the love. I needed that. It boosts my confidence and it gives me the power to keep going. I have my peoples. I love it.
It's nothing but love, and we from here on our end want to thank you for being on the show and telling your story, your testimony, and God bless you and your family. Just see the blessings are going to come. Just keep pushing the work, the dedication behind it, and the generational wealth behind that down the line. So, blessings to you, Luz. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you. God bless you guys, and remember, your story starts with you. God bless.
Thank you. Bye. God bless. Bye. Bye, Mama. Awesome, guys. That was amazing. Oh, okay. So right there, we just had our amazing guest, Arthur, for children's book. Luz Maria Mack. Go support her. Amazing books she has out there. She told you where you guys could tune in, check that out. With that, all that's said and done. So with that, we're gonna go. I'm gonna show on the show today because I should do like current events and other stuff. But I will talk about Mental Health Awareness Month in a minute after our music break. So with that in mind, I'm gonna play some tunes for you guys. I'm gonna actually play the music video Got Me Going Crazy, which is out now, directed by Z1. Goes so supporting people. Again, you're watching Healing Your Soul with your guest and I guess so sorry everything today, host Vero G. And I hope you guys enjoying the show. I know I took a little hiatus. I was doing shows Sundays and there's something else, but I'll be back here when I have time for Sundays now. But I'll be back on my grind and having more great guests on here. Also, guys, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, I have open opportunities for you guys for Sundays. And definitely contact me again. Don't mind the cat in the background. It's typical. I'm used to it already. Let me show you guys where you can find my Instagram and where you guys, hit me up on that sort. Let me see. Right here. So that is not the Instagram. Sorry, guys. Like everything here now. Okay, so that is my Instagram right here. You can find me at official Vero G. Also, the Instagram below that one is for this show alone. You'll see prior guests on here. Different content. I talk about like current events. I get really into it. Today I'm not doing it, but next week, God willing, I will. But again, that's at healing_your_soul_Sundays. So definitely go check that out if you get a chance to. Again, and also if you guys want to donate a little something my way, if you have me on Facebook or I say DM is Instagram or inbox, you could do so. Any little dollar counts to the show, so I appreciate anything of that sort. We're gonna go right into music break, and then we'll continue on announcements, and then we have meditation exercise, and also I'm going to talk about the Mental Health Awareness Month, which is closing out. I swear. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to be showing you right now Got Me Going Crazy and another song of mine. I think I played already earlier, and we'll be right back. I'll see you guys in a minute. All right.
Hey, what's up, baby? What's your name, baby?
Vero G.
You looking good over there. Got a man at your place?
Maybe.
You talking to one, baby?
Yeah.
Can I be the man for you tonight? Can I make you feel good tonight?
See, Papa. Te quiero tanto.
Ooh, what you trying to say, baby? Same for me, mama.
Baby, you got me going crazy. Wanna be your lady. Dream about you every night. Kiss you and hold you so tight. Make love look into my eyes. You got me so hypnotized. As this lust is for you, gonna show you what I do. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Crazy over you.
Hey pretty mama, what's your name? Can't I get your digits? Got better going with a crazy choice and me. My name is Lyric. How your schedule looking on Saturdays? To your burn trees. Oh, this bucket of the bed on burn trees. Now I got you smiling, using my online paper. Live with your address number. Know what that mean? I'm going to get that ass later. I got your soul with a milk little ice cream. I got your heart, I beat it faster than I spit it like you staring in my eyes, holding me tight. You want me to leave tonight? You want me to put my seatbelt on? I'll put your left legs around my chest like a seatbelt. Take it for the vibe, give it a Virgo vibe, reach to the thigh. I got your eyes and rolling back of your head. I got your body going crazy for mine. My body's going crazy for yours. Same for me, Vero G.
Baby, you got me going crazy. Wanna be your lady. Dream about you every night. Kiss you and hold you so tight. Make love look into my eyes. You got me so hypnotized. As this lust is for you, gonna show you what I do. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Wrap my legs around you. Place your hands softly too between what's in these sheets. Gently kissing me, these lips and much more. Listen to your heartbeat as we moan and moan. This pleasure got me going crazy, yearning more and more. Don't stop my body craving. Come take this pain away. You are my addiction. Give me your medicine. You got me going crazy. You got me going crazy. You got me going crazy. Baby, you got me going crazy. Wanna be your lady. Dream about you every night. Kiss you and hold you so tight. Make love look into my eyes. You got me so hypnotized. As this lust is for you, gonna show you what I do. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh.
All right, my peoples, welcome back to Healing Your Soul Sundays with your host, Vero G. Hope you guys liked that. I wish I had more music videos, but again, I have to readjust some things, and by next week or so, I add more content so you guys will enjoy the music break. But again, that was right there, got me going crazy. If you guys are interested, again, that is available at all platforms right now. With that said in mind, and all that said and done. Now, I usually go into my next segments or that sorts, here and there. But we're gonna talk about mental health in a minute. But I still have more announcements for you guys on here, with that in mind. So with that, I'm gonna show you some photos here, which I didn't have time earlier, but it's fine. I'm gonna show you now, right here. Hold on, it's like 1,000 things here. People, forgive me. It's never a normal, but these computers is like weird, wacky stuff like that. All right, guys. So again, also May issue is out now. Go check that out. That's available right now at www dot I believe MagCloud. Forgive me. .com. That again, I'm afraid the thing now you see in the bottom of the caption. Yes, that is the latest issue, guys. Available now. May issue. We got in the front cover of this issue. We have artist all the way from Long Island. Big shout out to him. Artist Focus 631. Yes, so go check him out. Heart of a Champion. This video is out now. Music video. Go support him. Great content he has out there. So again, we have him on the May issue. June issue will be out officially June 1st. Let me check when exactly is that, because my dates sometimes get confusing and I'm like, wait a minute, what day is it today? Hello. That's actually next Wednesday. Yes, so that'll be next Wednesday, peoples. The new issue will be on there. Let's see who made it for the June issue. I'm not gonna say who. Shh. We'll see. Reveal. We will reveal who made the cover of June issue. Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited. Also, guys, I'm looking for submissions now for July issue. So, with that in mind, if anybody is interested or tuning in now, would like to be a part of it, either for ad placement, to be a feature, have an interview on the magazine, all that sorts. Definitely go and hit me up on the Instagram, which I already told you where. Again, that's at official Vero G. That's the one I usually use mostly, if anything. And yeah, like I said, hit me up if you're interested to be a part of July issue. Now, guys, this is my latest book, which is called, of course, Mixed Emotions. You could get that at www.amazon.com. That's a poetry book. It talks about, different things I'm going through, or just different mixed emotions and things I've encountered in my life this year and past year, whatever the case may be. So go cop that. Again, it's called Mixed Emotions. Support. Support. Sometimes you don't have to pay for anything. Sometimes you share people's stuff. And that's how you support people's content and all that said and done. So definitely keep supporting other people's things. If you can, show love, and many more blessings I have for everyone watching, tuning in right now later on. So I had to clean my eyes, like, hey. So yes, I'm excited for that. Now, next one I wanted to talk on here, if you get a chance to. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Yes, people, as you guys know, this is the 4th season of Vero G Spotlight TV show, so many spotlights, with your host and your girl Vero G. So with that in mind, people, if you'd like to be also a guest on the TV show, that has to be, of course, way in advance and reserved, but we can make it happen. And what I mean by that is, hit me up on the inbox if you have me on Facebook, or hit me up on the IG world, and we can make it happen for you. If you'd like to be a part of the TV experience and be seen as an artist, interview and also perform on TV, or you want to be a guest in general and talk about whatever you're doing, projects of that sort, definitely contact me on either platform to discuss how you could be a part of that on this platform. Yes, indeed, people. Yes, indeed. Tune in also each and every Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday, the Vero G Spotlight TV show, locally in New York City. And like I said again, if you want to know where channels and that sort, hit me up on, all the other places and that sort, on my social media and that. So yeah. Also, guys, again, I'm excited to announce your girl Vero G is on. I co-host this. It airs each and every Fridays from 2 to 5 p.m. I'm one of the co-hosts there. You guys see the flyer with the amazing host herself, Talia, with Girl Talk, also so coincide with her show, Spilling the Tea, with Danny Cakes and also BK Bella Honey. So yes, go support that. We just did a show. I missed it Friday. I was sorry. I was very busy that Friday, so I couldn't hear it. But it gets aired on Famous Radio, guys. You could download the app. I believe you could do so if you're on an iPhone, Apple Store, or if you have an Android phone. Go to Google Store and download the app Famous Radio. Or you can say, "Hey Alexa, download Famous Radio," and it will help you get the app. So support. I have a lot of other great shows there, Monday through Sunday. Other shows. Forgive me, and that's said and done. Also, July 2nd, got winning. I hopefully could make it. They have an all white affair event happening for DJ Famous. It'll be his birthday party, and we'll be having it at a boat ride. I'm excited. So you get to meet the cast and crew of Girl Talk and other people for their shows, other hosts, or other people, other personalities, and all that sort. So if you want to partake in it or just experience the experience with us, you can do so. Hit me up on the inbox or on DM to see how you can get your ticket and be a part of this amazing festivities and celebrate with our one and only DJ Famous on that. So I'm excited. Yes. Ooh. All right, so let's see what else we got here before I get into next thing on the mental health thing. Also, guys, tune into our show as well, the Vero G Spotlight Radio Show every Wednesday. It's from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. With myself, host Vero G, Coach the Loudmouth. Again, this week is going to be a pack house. We got a lot of great talent coming in the building. But if you guys want to be on our show as a guest, you could hit me up on the inbox or again DM to be a guest on this show, which is Wednesdays again from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and play a lot of great music, great interviews, just great fun topic segments we do here. And if y'all been tuning in, y'all already know how we do the show. So, and I want to thank all my loyal fans, my loyal supporters and listeners making the show what it is, and our great guests we had previously or now coming just be a part of what we do. So thank you guys for that in advance. So with that in mind, that was part of all the announcements on here right now. Make sure I don't lose anything. Okay, good, we're good. All right. So with that in mind, I'm gonna quickly go on to mental health. I'm not gonna get much on that because I didn't have much material this week for that. But don't worry, these people. I might be got willing next week. We'll talk more on that situation. That's said and done. So, Mental Health Awareness Month. Those who don't know what that is, pretty much a brief you on that. It's pretty much a month where we are focusing on people who have different types of conditions, many conditions out there in the mental health field. And I feel like a lot of people, and I don't want to say much on here, but kind of experiencing that situation firsthand in some ways, how a lot of people overlook people who need help. And there's not enough more mental health professionals out there. They need to enforce that. There's more people out there in this world walking out the streets who need to get, themselves checked. Or maybe just need to talk to someone. We need more of that. If you guys agree to that, you could do so in the chat here below. But again, this is Mental Health Awareness Month, which is ending soon, as you guys know. And I feel we really need to stress this matter and the importance of people talking to somebody and knowing that it's okay to take medication. It's okay to don't feel like it's a stigma. Don't feel like, oh, it's a bad thing, da 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 da. No, it's not. This is just for you to get back on track and get better in your life. So we all go through obstacles, what the case may be. We just got to keep pushing people. You just got to keep staying focused, no matter what, especially in this field, the mental health field. Please take that seriously and go talk to someone. Don't feel shame. Please don't feel shame. So that was that for mental health. There's more. I usually play snippets of people's stories and that sort. But today I just said, no, I don't have the energy right now for that. So yes. All right. So guys, next thing we're gonna talk about on here on the show, we're gonna do meditation exercise. That's the time we should close up the show. I like this because it's a way, Sunday's here and people usually, the week is already coming up and they get stressed out like, oh, back to work or back to routine shit. So with that in mind, this is the reason why I do the show, which I'm very dedicated to it. With that in mind, so just to help you guys ease your work week as they call it, whatever it could be, or your week to be productive and that's said and done. Also, I will get back to doing a review show, guys, but it has to be more on demand, meaning people have to send me their songs and not just the same songs. Like, you have to be consistent, people. Like, I just can't keep playing every week the same songs. There's no point of doing a show if only people send me once in a while a new song and I'm not getting no money out of it. Like, this is what I do. So with excuse me, what I said in mind, what I said in the that situation, people got to really, like, you know, y'all really want me to continue doing a review show Fridays or Saturdays, or at least one of those days, y'all gotta, like, submit your stuff and pay. It's very simple because, like I said before in the post, not so long ago on Facebook and whatever the case may be, there's nothing in this world for free, people. If that's the case, if you go to the store or you go to a studio, or you go anywhere, there's services. You gotta pay for that. People have responsibilities. They have kids. They have bills they gotta pay. So how are they not gonna be able to pay their stuff if you think you're entitled to? That's not how it works, people. Wake the fuck up and smell them coffee or sunshine or whatever case you smell, because in reality, things are no for free in this world. Let me just let you know. All right, guys. So meditation exercise, I'm gonna write into and play a little video. Take a little break right there, and then we'll be back on. You're watching Healing Your Soul Sundays with your host Vero G. So tune in. We got more things to talk about after that. We're gonna do prayer for all to close out the show, and all that's said and done. Again, guys, one more time, vote for me at www.ldmradio.com/vote. And again, you could do so. I'm nominated for the Latin Artist of 2022 and for Music Video en Mi Cama. So go vote for that, guys. Vote, 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 vote. Tell everyone, your family, your friends, all that, even your cotejos, your cotejas. Yeah, that means in Spanish, that means side people, side pieces, as they call it. Vote for your girl, Roji, okay? Let's make it happen this year, okay? Yes, and like I said, I will present to you guys the award that we won this year for the Be Free Awards when we get it, when we make that happen and have it in our hands. So I'm excited, and dreams do come true. You just got to keep pushing, people. Got to keep pushing. All right, so here's the meditation exercise. I'll be right back. It's a self-guided one, so the guy will talk to you how to get it together. We'll be right back. All right, guys.
Hey there, and thanks for gifting yourself these next few minutes. It's important to remember that you're a priority, and allowing yourself even just a few short minutes of intentional reflection can really have a positive impact on the rest of your day. So let's use these next few minutes to come back to center and set an intention for the rest of your day. Move into a comfortable position, whether you're seated at your desk at work or laying on the couch at home, and gently close your eyes and shift all of your attention onto your breathing, taking slower, deeper breaths than you've taken all day so far. Taking a deep breath in through your nose and slowly letting it out through your mouth. And continuing to breathe that way, feeling your lungs expand out as you inhale and contract back in as you exhale. Tune into your body, noticing how it feels. Noticing if there's anything that it's trying to tell you. Notice any place of tension or tightness in your body. And give those areas permission to relax, sending love into those areas. Thank your body for taking such good care of you, and let it know that it's okay to rest and relax for these next few minutes. You may notice that your mind starts to wander off. That's okay. That's natural. Just notice it and bring your attention back to your body, using your breath as your anchor. Try to picture one thing that's happened today that's made you smile, or made you thankful or appreciative. And just let that feeling fill you up for a moment. Breathe that feeling in from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And allow yourself to smile if that feels natural. Now focus on something that you can do today, whether it's for yourself or for someone else, that will allow you to continue feeling this way. It could be something as small as deciding to go to bed early tonight so that you have time to finally read that book that's been on your bedside table, or the joy of getting dinner with a close friend. What's one little thing you can plan for your day to bring that intentional joy to it? Now just focus on that for a few minutes. Sit in that feeling of joy and peace. Now let's take a few more deep breaths together. A deep breath in, feeling your lungs expand out as you inhale, and everything contract back in as you exhale. Again, an even deeper breath than the one before it, holding that breath for a beat, and exhaling everything out. Last time, your deepest breath yet, sending that breath through your entire body. And exhale it out. And in your own time, slowly bring your awareness back to where you are. And thank yourself for taking these few minutes to just be intentional and kind to yourself. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and enjoy the rest of your day.
Hey guys, welcome back to Healing Your Soul Sundays with your host Vero. Hope you guys like that. Sometimes I need meditation for my own life because my life is crazy as it is. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I hope you guys, use that for your, own purpose and get your body, your mind, spirit back intact, as they say. So, all right, guys. So we're gonna close out with a prayer for all. Yes, yes, yes. With that in mind, let me get that situated for you guys. So I'm gonna explain quickly what that is. Prayer for all. Pretty much what it is. It's pretty much a moment. It's less than a minute. Way less than a minute. Where I just spread the word of God, faith. If you're not religious, if you're not faith, hey, I respect it. But it's just for anyone who needs that time of need. Sometimes we all need prayers. Sometimes we're all going through difficult situations right now. And I'm personally going through an uphill battle right now, family members. And I feel right now it's a trying time. So I'm going to use this prayer for myself and anyone that's definitely needing it right now at this time. So usually how I do it, I just close my eyes. I just get into a trance. I don't, whatever comes to my mouth, it comes to my mouth, as they say, right? So again, people just call prayer for all. Here we go. Dear Lord, this prayer that we heard today is for all that needs it at their trying times. May you help all those souls out there that are going through their own trials, their own situations. Know that you are there no matter what the circumstance is. that you're going to guide them, you're going to heal them at their hardest times. God, Lord, whoever's up there right now, may you listen to this prayer for all those out there who are just trying to get on their feet or just trying to survive, or who maybe not, going through whatever hardship economically, or don't have a lot of food, or whatever the case maybe they're going through. May you guide them, show them the way, show them the way that you could give them signs and ways of situations, so they could have a plate of food, or they could have a place to sleep tonight, a shelter, somewhere warm, somewhere that could be cool. Lord, may you help these people out there watching now or later on or listening, tuning in for this message. That you know what, whatever you're going through in life, if you survived it, guess what? You are a warrior. You are strong. Knowing that down the line, sometimes shit happens or things happen in life where they should not mold you into a bad person. Anyways, it should mold you to a better person in this community, into this world, into this universe, to help others along the way, to guide them along the way, to give them inspiration along the way, to give them motivation along the way. Lord, may you give me this vessel that you have been giving me to continue on blessing others along the way in different shapes, size, formats, whatever case may be. May you guide them. May you give them the light. May you give them what you have given me, and to continue on the blessings for them. And may you continue giving them the light, the way to see through what it is that they need to be seen. May you continue blessing these people. May they out there maybe survive, those who survive, whatever case may be, whatever situation that they have gone through, to know that it's okay. You went through it through a tough time, but you overcame your battles. You overcame your mission, and you're still here on earth to do what your purpose is. Lord, may you just continue shining and helping all the way those who are watching this now or later on to know that you are still here in this world spiritually to continue on your mission. The devil is a liar. And I repeat and repent this again. The devil is a liar. He would try to ruin your life. He would try to tarnish your name. The devil would try in any way, shape, or form to bring you down. But if you have faith in your heart, and if you have God in your life, you don't need to go to church to believe in God. But if you have God in your life, in your heart, he will show you the way, so that the devil, or the demon, or the demonio in Spanish means that they would not follow you or try to bring your soul down so they could take an extra soul into their territory. No, God is there to protect you in many ways. Keep on the faith, people. Keep on the light. Keep on your mission. In the word of God, amen. May I praise this one more time. In the word of God, amen. May he give you the light and all that you need to continue on in greatness. Amen. Woo! Because I needed this right now. I'm sorry, people. When I get into it, I just close my eyes and he speaks and I let it out, as they say, right? Um, wow. I need to hear that. All right, people. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. So let me take that down. I show you guys my IG one more time. Yeah, that right now. Alrighty. Again, people, if you want to follow me on my IG world, here is the information right here. You can find me. Yes, again, guys. Last time I'll say it again. You guys can follow me on my IG at official Vero G. My other IG for this show alone, you can find me there at healing underscore your underscore soul underscore Sundays. I want to thank again in advance all the previous guests we had on the show. Everyone who's been amazing and telling your testimony, your situations for other ones to hear and be inspired by it. That's the reason why I did this particular show, especially during now we're going through so much things with COVID, now the monkeypox. I mean, it's getting to a point where you can't even go outside anymore. And I do want to add this quickly. I might talk about that next week on the show. We want to send out our deepest sympathies and our condolences to the victims of those who've been killed these past week or so with the mass shootings that have been happening. Oh my God. I tell you, bad enough that the young kid, he's 15 or something, to go and shoot innocent lives at a supermarket. People that, this is what I'm talking about. We have to have a strong faith system, and we have to continue on our purpose. It's sad, this person who I know a little bit about the story, but I'm getting more into as the story unfolds. We have to learn about this with this case. Uh, this young child, first of all, he may have a lot of issues, and I don't understand. One thing as being a parent, children can hide certain things, but you're gonna know as family members if you're very close to this person to a certain extent. See, I'm going my 2 cents on this right now. To a certain extent, you must have knew something was up, and to allow your teenage son to go to, I think it was in Buffalo State, if I'm not mistaken, to it was somewhere called Tops, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that, and to shoot minorities because you had an aggression, you had malintentions to shoot innocent lives and thought it was a game of sport. How dare you? How dare you do this and kill innocent lives? And you think it's a game. Well, homeboy, you in jail now. So let's see how quick that's going to be a game for you when it's a game playing, a game changer for his situation. Why are we allowing, and I talked about this in my other show, why are we allowing this to continue to happen? Another shooting just happened, people. I believe in California, in a church. These are places that you go safe, thinking you're safe. I'm going to the supermarket to buy some food for the house. I'm going to church to praise the Lord. These are places that are sanctuary, or places that you're just going to do your errands, whatever the case may be. You never think in the back of your head, wait a minute, is this the last chance I'm going to be on this world? Is it the last chance I'm going to be step foot to somewhere and never come back? People, wake. I told you, I'm going to get that shirt for the show. I'm going to invest in when I get that money. Wake the fuck up. There is so much evil happening out in this world, and we need to unite. We need prayer. We need faith. People need to wake up and see there is evil in this world, but we as children of God have to continue the word of Jesus. We have to continue the word of faith, and we have to overstone this fucking community. In the sense, what I'm trying to say is, let's fight this to the United States of America and our president, Joe Biden, to finally put some action with the NRA. The NRA is the National Rifle Association. They are in charge of these gun laws and all these facts and everything else. How is it a young girl who is no more than 11 years old, if I think I'm not mistaken, who just in the Bronx, walking home from school, end up getting shot in the stomach and die, being an innocent bystander? And the kid was 15 years old in an electric scooter shooting. He was trying to shoot somebody else, and instead she took the bullet. Another family loss of a child. How much more do we have to suffer, people? Why is our children being attacked viciously? Why is people in this world getting the green pass or getting the pat in the back? Hey, it's okay. You had an AK-47 and you shot people? Don't worry, you get a pass. No. There has to be gun laws that are effective. Our president of the United States, Joe Biden, needs to shape the fuck up. Sorry for my language, guys. And do something for once for us in general, for everyone. How much more lives will be taken away by a hand of somebody who may be not mentally right in the head, or who has very ill intentions to injure innocent lives? Why do we have to continue hearing everything in the news, something new is happening? Why has it get to that point, people? Where how we do it, we protest. We don't fight, we don't hurt nobody. You protest. Protest out there, make banners, make a group of people and protest and fight this situation. We shouldn't be waking up and hearing the news of another innocent young life taken away. We shouldn't be, walking down the street and turn around our back and say, oh shit. Just in our own neighborhood, there is a double homicide. And summer has not even come out yet. Memorial Day weekend is next week, people. And yesterday there was a prime example. Everybody's out there wearing the short shorts, getting ready for someone looking cute. Okay, fine. And guess what? This is a time of the season where now people will be more out in the streets until late night. And there'll be more murders and shootings because guess what? Our government failed on us. The president of the United States needs to wake the fuck up and do something about it. Our young lives, children are getting killed. I cannot stress this enough. Being a parent myself is stressful as it is. God forbid you're thinking one day your child walks down the street and could be another statistic. People wake the fuck up. We need to go right to our politicians, even though I know how I feel about them. But we need to speak up. We need our voice to be heard. We need to go out there and fight this battle. And where it starts at your community. It starts at local regions. It starts at reaching out to these people and stressing the fuck up. No matter how many times you call and you call and you call and tell them, I need to speak to this politician. I need to speak to this councilwoman or councilwoman, woman and man, whatever the case may be. Until they get tired of hearing your fucking message. Fuck that. Because something has to get done. Mayor Eric Adams, sir, please make this a part of one of your agendas. Okay? And all those other mayors in all the states out there, what the case may be. You know what? I know in the South, it's entitled to or able to carry a weapon, and it's legal, okay? But guess what? We should really inspect who the fuck is able to carry a weapon, and it's okay. Because, like I said again, they're getting away with murder, killing young innocent lives, killing lives in general, as a sport. Wake the fuck up, people. I'm sorry, I had to get into and talk about this because it's just unfortunate. And again, my deepest condolences for those families out there who lost a loved one, who lost a family, who lost a sister, who lost a mother, or son, whatever the case may be. My heart goes out to you at this tough time. Please, people, be safe out there. I cannot stress this enough. We gotta wear your mask and wear other stuff, and now you gotta wear we call that a bulletproof vest, because it's getting to a point where now it's getting bad out there. So we'll probably talk more about this next week, guys. If anything, maybe on the radio. Well, I don't know about the radio because we packed show, but we might talk more about this on the show because it's something very dear to me, and it's just getting tiring. The news loves this shit because they have something to put out on the air so people could see this. But us as United States citizens are tired of seeing this over and over again, repetitive, to the point where people are losing their lives. It shouldn't even get to that point, people. I hope you guys had a great show today. Thank you for watching Healing Your Soul Sunday with your host, Vero G. Thank you for our amazing guests. Arthur for the children's book. Luz Maria Mack, thank you so much for coming on the show. We thank you so much. Again, guys, you want to be a guest on the show, you know where to hit me up if you have me on Facebook. Right there's my IG right there. And all that sort. So hopefully I'll see you guys next week, God willing. And God bless you all. And I hope these messages that I come across to you guys today, show any other shows, it sticks in your head and make you think, wonder, fight what's right. Fight what's right. And for the good, for the cause, for our next generations. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Hope you have a great Sunday. Have a great week. Be safe out there. Like I said again, wear your mask. And just do what you got to do. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Till next week. See you later, guys. Peace.